Let's go now. 50. Not a wolf. Night, night, sweetheart.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up.
There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 38 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Rivers now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, Ingram. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. All day. All day. 58, right over there.
On 3rd down, Jackson being chased out left. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give him 17 on that pickup. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. knocked it free, made a big play.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Hey, Rocket!
The first down throw here for Rivers. Completes it to Watt. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing Rivers. He's got it to Williams. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. To throw is Rivers. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Derek Watt there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And an alley to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. It's a kickoff return of 94 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Rivers to throw it. This is caught by Williams. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and the Ravens will take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. It's a give to the right. Ingram. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Throwing, Rivers. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From the gun, Jackson. Stepping up. Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Rivers to throw this time. He'll get this to Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. On first down, Ingram. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And now a fumble. The ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Another throw on 2nd. Down, and this one incomplete as well.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 21 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Ravens 21, Chargers 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Ingram, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. On 2nd and 9, Jackson forced out to his left. And he's got room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. To throw is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Seth Roberts there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field. And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rivers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 16. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here we go.
12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Fights loose. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Jackson steps away to his left. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage, as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Out to his left. He's going to go up top. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 27 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. The second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jihad Ward, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put them on the ground.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Thomas. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Hey, 4 down. 31's the mic. Shoot up.
Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Ty Long now, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returnable for Thomas. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Gordon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rivers. He's got it to Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
31's the mic.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 28 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And, in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Ingram again, a first down carry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Here's Ingram. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. On second down, Ingram. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And now here's another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And some room to maneuver. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but
one of our
she's
guys.
singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rivers now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there at 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rivers to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Justin Jones there on the stop. Ingram again. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down, it's Ingram. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Watch that in.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Again, they'll run with Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up. championships. All my records go hard, it's a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 56. We got it.
Prescott on first down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's second down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mike 54. I don't think you got it, sir.
On second down now. It's Elliott, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On third down, Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. The stop there on third, they could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2.
Richie James on the return. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 18. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Hey, box drop.
Now Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Here we go. Check. Rip left. Two.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Flushed out right. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. On second down, it's Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. It's a jet sweep. Sanders. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. On second and 9. Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
56. It's just me and you.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. A first down carry by Elliott. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Prescott now from the 50. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Prescott now. Caught by Cobb. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And some room to run now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
I got you. Mike 50. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Hey, Mike 50. Mike 50. Mike 50. Stop here.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 23 yards the pickup there. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
On second down, it's Elliott, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's got his target. It's caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Here's Coleman. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
11. Go. Good track. 21.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jalen Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Coleman. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Coleman. And an alley to run. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
It's Coleman here. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
13. Hey, I-7. 54 is mine. Check. Watch 54. 21.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Gold with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jameis Olawale. 61 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So this offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Right there, 54 Mike.
One, Omaha. Hey, echo.
Mike 5-4.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end Kittle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. On first down, Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Handoff, Coleman, right side. And some space here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they didn't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it, 6 points on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
65.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes against the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot that we're under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
21. Here we go. 11.
Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Coleman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Well, he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough. And these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. Prescott now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. That one goes for 30 yards. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try again with Elliott. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Nothing easy about that one, and these elements in the snow, but he's able to put it home in what looks to be the game winner.
And, you know, I had problems with the footing just walking from the bus to the stadium. I can't imagine being called to kicking this stuff with the game on the line. But he appeared to have 0 issues whatsoever.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green?
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.